Hello students, welcome to IPM International School Island class. This is Mr. Amit David and our topic for today is more on word processor. Children, if you are using a mobile phone, please switch to full screen mode for better view. More on word processor. The term formatting refers to changing the appearance of the text. Formatting is applied on a text to enhance its look and to make it eye-catching. The formatted text always looks beautiful and catches the attention of people who read it. You can perform the different type of formatting on the text like changing the font face, size and color, changing the font style, etc. Let us learn how to perform these types of formatting. Changing font face, size and color. The step of changing the font face, size and color are as follows. First, you have to select the text which is to be formatted. Click the Home tab. You have to click on the Home tab. In my case, it is already clicked. Click on any of the following as per the requirement in the font group. Now, if you click over here, you will find the font styles or font face drop down box. Click on it. You will see different font face over here. Select one of it. Like here, I am going to select Arial. Then come to the font size drop down box and select a size 14. Now you can come to the font color drop down box. This is the font color drop down box. Click this small arrow. You will see the color shades open in front of you. You can choose the required color and then you will find the changes in your text. As you can see over here, children, the text which was before black in color is now changed to blue color. Now making text bold, italic and underline. Apart from changing the font face, size and color of the text, you can also make them bold, italic and underline by using the following steps. First, again you have to select the text which is to be formatted. Like here, I will be selecting this. Now again you have to click on the Home tab. It's already clicked. The options present over here, which is bold, italics and underline. So I'm going to tell you one by one. First, I will click on the bold button. The text is already selected. See, when I press this bold button, this increase the thickness of the selected text and make it dark. Now we will learn how to change the text in italics. Again, we have to select the text and go to the italics button. Click on it and you will see that the text will get tilted towards the right hand side. Now how you will do the underlining of the text? Again, you have to select the text and click on this underline button. You can see over here a line is placed. You will see the line under the text. Now children, let us learn about the alignments. You can see these lines over here. These are for alignments. The first one is the left alignment. Next is the center alignment, right alignment, and then the justified. So now quickly let us learn what these alignments will do to your text. So before making any changes, first what you have to do, you have to select the text. So here we will select the text and click on the center alignment because the text is by default left aligned. So we will see the center alignment first. When I click the center alignment, the text is aligned to the middle of the page. Now I will click the left alignment button. As soon as I click the left alignment button, the text will come back to its position, that is left aligned. Now let us click the right alignment button. See students, when I click the right alignment button, the text is aligned to the right side of the page. Now let us see what will happen when I click the justified button. See students, when I click the justified button, it aligns the text just like you have in your book. It is justified. The justified alignment aligns the text from both sides, left and right margin of the page. Children, sometime you need to set the spacing of the paragraph. I'm talking about this space over here, like here. This is the space between two paragraphs. Now let us learn how to set paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing is the space before or after a paragraph in a document. Suppose you have written many paragraphs in your document. Paragraph spacing allow you to add space above or below the selected paragraph. To set paragraph spacing, follow the giving steps. You have to click anywhere in the paragraph to set spacing before or after it. Click on the Layout tab or Page Layout tab. Now you will see the option before and after. Spacing before and after. Here you can set the size of space, like here I am putting it to 36 or 48. You can see the space over here. Again we can change it to 0. So now there is no space between this paragraph. Now let us learn how to set line spacing. Line spacing is the space between the lines of the text. Like over here, this is a paragraph and the space in between is the line spacing. So how you will do it? Let us learn that. First you have to select the text from which you want to set the line spacing. Like here I am selecting this paragraph. I have selected this paragraph. Now go to the Home tab. Paragraph group, this is the paragraph group, and we will select the line spacing from here. This is line spacing. Click on it. You will see different points mentioned over here. Out of them, you can select the desired point. Now here I am going to choose 2 points. you can see the change in this paragraph. You will find that the space is increased. We can again click back and see by clicking on 1. The space between the line is completely removed. Now let us learn how to print a document. Children, sometimes you need to print a document. So in that case, what you can do, you only have to go to the file option, then click on the print button. The print button is available over here. When you click the print button, the following screen will appear. Now from here you have to select the printer which is connected to your computer or laptop, and you can identify it by this green tick. So select the printer, then you have to select the number of pages you want to print, or if you want to print the whole file of 4 or 5 pages, then you don't have to make this change. Otherwise, if you want to print only 2 pages from your file, then what you can do, you can do the numbering over here. Like suppose if I want to print first page and the third page, then I will put 1 and then I will put a comma and then 3. So when I choose printing, then the first and the third page of my file will be printed. From here, you can select the page orientation, like if you want landscape or portrait. So from here also you can change it. Paper size, which paper size you want, legal or A4. So you can select it from here, and then you can click on the print option. Your document will be printed. If suppose your document is not printed or your printer is offline, then a pop-up will come showing that your printer is not connected, or else your printer will print the document. So children, that's all for today. Now let us quickly do the recaps. So children, this is the end of the chapter. Now you can quickly complete your assignments and mail it to me on my mail ID.